Hello everyone, Mappy here with some more Shining Soul 2. This is... I'm probably going to rush through this episode a bit because, I actually have somewhere to be tonight, and by tonight I mean I'm recording this the day that it's being uploaded. Mostly because some things came up, and I am very poorly organized. Not a very organized person. However, before we go, I just kind of want to show off the grinding I did. We now have level 3 shield and level 2 tactics. That's mostly what I was doing. So we have a really strong attack, our defense is pretty solid, and we have like I think 15% chance, roughly, to just ignore any physical attack, which is pretty nice. And we also have... gets me knocked out of the menu entirely. This really cool spear. The Spear of Myth plus 5. The base weapon is actually weaker than the original. I think I also might have... I'm not entirely sure how many of these were already things we had. I might have replaced the hood we had with a beret while grinding. I can't remember that off the top of my head. But this thing, it raises immunity to effects, so I'm less likely to take debuffs. And it's like fire damage, and it deals really good. I have a like fiery pointy poker. Anyway, we head off to the Fairy Spring. If I remember correctly, this is roughly the halfway point for the game, or not the halfway point, but it's like we're getting close to that actually. The game's not as short as that makes it sound, because it's actually... there's like a New Game Plus mode. Anyway, Fairy Spring! These are dwarves! They hit pretty hard. Which is why I felt the need to do grinding. I can't see you guys! Come on! Stop hiding behind the trees! Come on over here. Ooh, Thornhelm. Hopefully that's nice. Excuse me. Hiding behind trees is rude, my friend. A power tomahawk. Actually, let's check out that little, like, Thornhelm we got. It would drop our health, but... ooh, look at that increase. I'm sorry, Leather Beret of Life, but... we're a Thornhelm stand now. I mean, hey, it even matches Salad's hair. That's pretty nice. Now, one thing to consider... actually, no. Before I get off on some kind of tangent, I did want to say that while I was grinding, I also looked into how the crafting system works. And it's a load of, like, garbage that's not very worth it. It's not worth it at all. And if you're wondering why I'm, like, poking around, if I remember correctly, this particular level has, like, some secret areas. But yeah, so you got your crafting materials, like your, like, orichalcum or whatever, and you need 3 of them. The specific order you put them down on the table determines... why would you even wool gloves at this point in the game? But yeah, so the order you put them down determines what kind of item you're gonna get. And yeah, once you do that, the actual item you get is random. So like if you do the arrangement for a shield, the shield you get out of it is random. Now, there is a way of determining what pool the items pull from, but that is entirely based off the selling price of the, like, crafting materials, which you can only discover by trying to sell them. And, what's more, the stuff that you need to actually make something useful doesn't show up until, like, after this point. Like, I think this might be where some of the good crafting materials start showing up. Like, not a lot of them, mind you. Just some. Excuse me, random fairy. Stop kicking me. Very rude. Very rude. Very rude. This game is just full of, like, incredibly rude people. Yes, please be trapped. It will make me happy. Yep. So we're in a really good spot, damage-wise. But, let's check something. Yeah, this is just the leather armor of might. Its main effect is I get plus 6 strength. I'm going to see if that gets me... Nice stuff! Oh, hi there! Yes, please! I will take that just straight upgrade. Don't mind me. Yeah, the trees are actually the really challenging part of this level. Because previous levels, you generally had a really, like, straight line of sight. Like, you could see where your enemies were. The Fairy Springs doesn't do that. Also, unicorn! Like, the front half of a unicorn. They're kind of scary, not gonna lie. Both in terms of how much damage they can deal, and just look at that design! Ooh, half armor. I think that's gonna be the, like, the next up base level armor. Oi! Oi, jerks. There we go. Oh, those are Goblin Kings for fighting David Bowie. Crap. I'm curious. So half plate, or sorry, the half armor, it's weaker than what we have, but mostly because what we have gives us plus 8 strength, and is a plus 5 piece of armor. Yeah, this thing has a base armor of 18. This one has a base armor of 20 with the plus 5. Yeah. So when we start getting, like, magical ones of those, it's gonna be great. Huh. Hold up, don't see anyone. Okay, wow, they're dropping, like, weirdly mixed items. Also, no. No. Stop. I'm just glad that I can just ignore attacks. It really helps with the being swarmed thing. I'm really glad that you fairies are not using, like, magic to attack me or anything. You're just kicking me. Like, I'd prefer if you weren't kicking me. Oh, and also, excuse me. Excuse me. Take damage when I'm stabbing you. That is not a request. When I'm doing the whole stabbing people thing, that's not me, like, asking nicely. That is me trying to drive a spear into your ribs. Anyway. Enough of that rant. Though I will say it is kind of annoying that this game does the whole action RPG thing of, like, you secretly have a stat, or not secretly, because it's just dexterity. But you have a stat that its whole thing is, hey, is that attack that totally looks like it should hit the enemy actually going to hit the enemy? The answer to that is sometimes no. Like that. Okay, and those are the secret areas that I was looking for. Or, in that case, it's not entirely secret, but, like, the usually optional areas. There's a little bit of a maze aspect to this level. Let's try the first. Let's try the first one. Oh wait, okay. We're gonna leave you guys alone for right now, because I think this is the one that leads to, yep, just a chest. Just to show that, hey, goodies! Goodies are possible. Charms like this one, they just give you resistances. Which, I'm actually thinking I'm going to take that over the needle ring, because the needle ring is, it's just +2 attack, and we have a ton of attack. That doesn't really matter much anymore. But yeah. Oh, right. When we go back to town, because we're going to have to go back to town at some point, because our inventory is filling up with garbage. I am going... There's an item that I found while grinding that I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it kind of sounds cool. But I think elemental resistances are a good use of that slot for right now. I don't think these guys do a lot of, like, elemental attacks, but... maybe when we get to the boss? Because, spoiler alert, this level has a boss. That's only been, you know, the pattern of the past, all of the levels. Wasting your charge attacks just feels bad. It just feels really bad. Like, because it costs you the spell points, which I guess the SP stands for stamina points in our case, because, like, come on. We're not casting, like, the almighty spear spell. The almighty, I am hiding behind my spear, and, I don't have to care about you or what you're doing. Okay. The brown ones are honestly the annoying ones, because they attack at a range. At close ranges, I mean, I'm pretty much the more dangerous thing there. Especially when I actually have SP. Maybe I should spend points on intelligence one of these times. Actually increase the size of my pool. What will you do for me, Buckler? You are just a straight upgrade. We are using you. I'm sorry, Leather Shield. We are a buckler. A buckler club. Yeah. This hasn't been that much trouble so far. If I remember correctly, this next area is a... like, just a little thing. So when these guys came and they were like, oh, we're gonna steal all your stuff, they stole, like, some items, and one of these items is, pretty... it's like an actual plot thing. Like, it's a side quest thing, you get, some pretty nice stuff if you interrupt them at the right time. I don't know how close I can get. Okay. So basically, when you interrupt them, that's the item that you get. Like, a melon is a pretty good healing item. That's another pretty decent healing item. Like, they basically just came in and stole shit. There's the one we want. It's an umbrella. Hello. Allow me to demonstrate the soul I picked up while grinding. I picked up death. Just 'cause you know. Death. Do. That was, kind of trivial, honestly. But yeah, that umbrella can score us quite a lot of money. If we return it to the owner. And that's actually kind of important, because pretty soon we are going to actually unlock a new shop. I think it comes after this level. Come on. Oh. I mean, that did show off something, which is that you actually can move while using the charge attack. I'm just bad at it. I mean, apparently you can also just scoot your butt backwards. But I digress. Okay. Oh no! Watch, these guys are gonna take, like, no damage because they're actually, like, fire unicorns or something. I wish I had a backup weapon. For this situation... This was foolish of me, especially since there actually is going to be a level coming up where everything's, like, fire resistant. Good thing I healed, huh? Okay, one's down. Leave me alone! Oh, I just wasted that. I think we're at a standoff. I have a weapon that doesn't hurt them very much, and they're stupid. Yeah, as you can see, I caught fire when they did the thing. There we go! One's down. They give you a lot of XP, though. So before we continue, I'm actually going to check... Oh, you're so much weaker, why? I shouldn't have sold my unaligned spear, but I was all, oh, we're going into, like, the light-themed area. We don't have to do about fire there. I was, in fact, wrong. So I'm going to equip this javelin. If necessary, I can swap to it. That was very much a learning experience, as we're going to call it. I mean, hey, you guys, I don't care. You're like, oh, right, yeah, you guys can do a little bit of healing, I think. I think that's what that is. Excuse me. Can you stop? Can you stop with your healing garbage? It's rude. I don't get to, like, just wave my hands in the air and heal. And undo all my hard work. I might actually have to end up heading back to town early. Just because now the fairies are demonstrating why this area is a bit annoying. Nope, just get stabbed. Some people are just incredibly rude, honestly. I'll deal with this area later. It's just a leather vest. Why'd I even bother? Hey, none of you guys are resistant to fire. That's actually really good news. Also, the shield is just... like, when you first get it, when you first, like, start putting points into it, it's not, like, crazily good, but once you start dumping points into it, it's like, oh, hi there. You wanted to, also, should probably check. I have 3 healing items. Okay. Let's do that. Try to get that red one out of here. Oof-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. We're swapping over to the javelin. It deals less damage, but it should... yeah, it deals more damage to those guys, who are the really dangerous ones, and healing. Healing has to happen. We got a level out of that. Oh. Oh, those guys are stressful. So we're gonna do the standard build-up. And I'm actually not entirely sure what I want to do next. I think I might go for armor first. Because again, fighting in melee it's hard. It's hard and I don't like it. Game? Where's the... I got the, like, hey, you unlocked the exit signal for killing an enemy. Where'd that... Oh, there it is. Oh, I was actually legitimately worried for a second there. Okay. Alright, it's just a bunch of you guys. Throwing rocks. It's very, like, why? Why? I wish I was smart enough to throw rocks. But sadly, that's an advanced technique. A mere warrior-like Soup here could never master the intricacies of throwing stuff around. Alright, we're heading back to town. I'm gonna heal up, sell some stuff. And then we're gonna deal with that guy. The boss. Okay, how much money do I have currently? I have a little bit. Okay, you know, let's sell some stuff first. Okay, I want to sell this useless Francisca. I want to sell the leather shield. I want to sell the ranger bow. Yeah, let's sell the needle ring. Wool gloves, why? The leather armor of might, pretty good sale. Leather vest actually sells for a decent amount, so does half armor. And so does my leather beret of life. We have funds. Also, we might as well return that umbrella. Because I think it is actually worth... I don't know if it's worth, like, an insane amount of money, but it's worth the time. So this lady over here was like, don't look at me, teehee. Yep, you can't find your favorite umbrella. I have your umbrella. I was not hiding it. Yes, I got it back from them. And you get 3,000. Don't waste it. This lady here is just incredibly rich, and meanwhile I am trying to solve, like, all the problems in the kingdom with no money to my name. What is this garbage, I ask you? Silk Robe of Glory! Which, yeah, not the best item. At least not for us. Whoops. Oh. Clumsy fingers. Clumsy fingers. I mean, it sells for a pretty penny. If I remember correctly, yeah, these knapsacks, like if I equipped that, I would have an extra row of item slots. I've never really found those to be very useful. Like, yeah, sure, I can buy them, but why would I? Kind of thing. Let's get some healing items. We have 8,000. We can afford a little bit of, stuff. Okay. Actually, you know, while I have the money, why not buy another shelf? Ooh la la, I've got storage space. And don't even ask me why I'm still storing... Great. Why I'm still storing all these crafting items, because they're kind of useless. But, okay. So, a protect ring, oh, it's +3 defense. It's fine, I guess. The bat ring, however, is attack speed +2. I'm not actually entirely sure how that works. I think that might make it so when I spam the button, I stab more quickly. I'm going to hold on to that one. For now, at least. See if it does anything cool later. No, this is not the way to the magic item not the magic item, the, like, monster card divestment area. Gotta divest myself of magic items. Or of, like, monster cards. Not that we're really looking at the bestiary, but something to do. So, I'm gonna actually heal up. And I don't actually know who you are, person who is like, hey, would you like to sleep in my bed? You know, I just thought about that. I don't actually know who that person is. I don't think they've ever been introduced to us. They just stand down here in this bedroom and are like, hey, Soup, do you want to go to sleep? Like, do you want to sleep in this bed that I've prepared for you? Like, Soup could, like, pay for an inn like a normal person, but no. He stays with the stalker. Yep. So we have this fairy lady, the fairy princess, no less. Royalty. Ooh la la. Yep. Yes, light is no danger, even in abundance. I am definitely not prejudiced against darkness. Definitely not. It's not like you can actually hurt things with light damage. It's not like light damage is an element in this game. I think we can still damage you with fire? I'm pretty sure that, like, this is one of those games where, like, you might actually be weak to fire. So, basically, yeah, prepares, like, a huge blast. But hey, light resistance! I think this is, like, the one area where things deal light damage. Yeah, it's mostly just, hey, avoid things, and stab when you have the opportunity. I kind of wish we had our... oh yeah, here's the gimmick. I kind of wish we had our... Oi! Oh, just realized... Okay, also you can't use Angel Wings in boss fights, which is good because I was just hitting the Angel Wing button. What is even your hitbox, lady? What is even this garbage? Oh my... Really? Really? What is even your hitbox? This is a legitimate question. Like, where am I hitting? Like, why am I not hitting you when I'm stabbing you? Like, not even in a, hey... Like... No, as in, like, what area of your body am I supposed to be stabbing you in? Like, I'm dealing a ton of damage when I hit you. I just don't know where I'm hitting you. I mean, I probably shouldn't even bother with, like, charge attacks, honestly. Just heal up and... and, like, spam when I have the opportunity. 'Cause I don't think you have that much health. I say, and then get bodied. Yes, creepy person. I know. I know. So I think we're gonna have to go into this with a plan. I do actually have my elemental resistance gear on. You know, now that we have money, I might actually check the... Do you have anything super cool? A sword? What even is that garbage? You don't have anything better than my awesome new shield. In fact, everything you have is worse. Why do I bother coming to you people for like, items? Also, you know, I don't need 2 javelins. Let's go here. Let's waste some more of my money. Should I grab some goddess tears? I should probably grab some goddess tears and equip those instead of the grenade. Because then at least I can load up my stabby charge more quickly. Anyway, back to boss garbage. Boss garbage, yay! I mean, look, we don't have to sit through their entire speech before again. So, yep, I'm not. I'm always in the annoying position where I don't have my soul thing charged up before I... Oh my... Grr. Please stop. At least I'm getting, like, really good light power up. And, like, cold resistance. Okay, so it does look like I just need to mash my face into Cleone's crotch. Which, you know, not exactly the nicest thing I could be doing. But you do hit hard, I will admit. Especially since, unlike all the other enemies I've been fighting, including most of the bosses, your damage is what's the word I'm looking for? You're a magic damage boss. With this annoying, like, hey, I push thing. So I'm gonna heal now. Nope. Stop limiting my movement. It's very rude. There we go. That was more annoying than it had to be. That's one way of putting that. Can I do you one favor? No. Piraten? Captain Robert, friend to fairies. That is, I kind of want to know the backstory of that. Like, as much as I'm just not very interested about what's going on in this game, I am kind of interested in hearing about, like, how Captain Robert became best friends with the fairy princess. Like, that seems like one of those things that, you know, you'd go into some detail about. But no. You've peacefully murdered all of those happy woodland people. Amazing. Yes. We will make you food. Then this, like, sailor guy comes up. Is like, dang, the ocean is rough. Monsters. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think Captain Robert is properly a pirate. I think he's a privateer at best. 'Cause, yeah, he's friends with the royalty, and they probably gave him a letter of marque and whatever. His jokes have become violent. It's like, hey, can you go stab our pirate friend? Can we have our chart back? Oh yeah, I borrowed your sea chart. Except I didn't. And his daughter's like, lol, I stole it. Don't even think about why I stole it. It's like, yeah, I borrowed it. Totally. Not at all suspicious. Yeah, but now it's like, Soup, go do the thing. But we have another thing that we can do first. Which is, if we hop over to the item shop, there are people missing. We're going to go in here. We are going to price that. It's like -1 defense, but +4 dexterity, which should sell for a nice amount. Welcome, child. Yeah, you only sell candy. You only sell candy, which is not thrilling. However, we can solve this problem. And also, I probably should check what the weapon and armor stores are selling, but I'm currently not doing items. Well, I'm not... I have magic. I have magic stuff. It's great. Yep. Do you have a second to listen to my problems? I have competition now. Dang it. Competition, because I'm not actually a Monopoly. Also, I hit the fast forward button. I hate when this happens. Let's go to Ipa's Palace Shop. Oh wait, no, it's actually enemies. It actually has enemies. It actually has enemies. I didn't actually remember this one having enemies. I thought this was just a... Okay, I'm going to save, and I will meet you back here once the universe has stopped going crazy. It's going at like 2,000% frame rate whenever I do this. I really should figure out how to not do this, but... Okay, we're about to go back into Ipa's Palace Shop, which I now know actually has enemies in it. Not, like, crazy dangerous enemies. Like, look at these guys. Look at these nerds. I'm, quite frankly, overkill. Compare... Oh no, rats! Did you, like, buy up all the enemies from Wazari's palace? After I stabbed her? Also, by the way, if we went back to Wazari's palace... Oh my god, you did! Amazing! Yeah, no, if we went back to Wazari's palace, you can refight all the bosses. I don't think there are any non-repeatable ones. So, yeah, like, Wazari's fine. Don't worry about her. Okay... You guys are more annoying than anything else. I hope you're aware of that. Yep. Over here we have useless longsword. When will the game understand that I don't use swords? Never is the answer. I think the idea is that, hey, when you're playing with a friend who does use swords, and you get a cool sword, you can, you know, give your friend the sword and they'll be happy. But that entails me having friends that play this game. I have, like, friends in other contexts, but just not, like, Shining Soul friends. But, you know, sometimes you have to think, like, does that mean that they're really my friends at all? Come on, I just want to go shopping! I hope I don't need to do this every single time. Seriously, why did you shop at Wazari's, like, going out of business sale? Most of these enemies are, like, not really a thing anymore. Like, when I was going through Wazari's Palace the first time, they were wrecking my stuff. Oh, hey, look, you got some from the Fairy Spring. Nice. That's an upgrade. I guess. An upgrade for ants. Now, hey, we're almost back up to the amount of healing I like having. Sweet. Is this the end of the dungeon? I think it is. The dungeon's awfully short. Oh no, this is the Jogurt game. So, this little, like, whack-a-mole guy is, like, the series mascot, not, like, the Shining series in general. If I remember correctly, you can recruit Jogurt here as one of your soldiers in Shining Force. I don't remember him being, like, super useful, but you can do that. You can do the thing. If I remember correctly, it's like, the main use for Jogurt was that Jogurt would give you some really nice items. You know, Ipa, if you wanted people to actually shop at your shop, you wouldn't put it behind, you know, murderous rats. You know, just a thought. Just a thought I was having. Maybe you need, like, a better workforce. Maybe you need, like, a little, like, customer service training. I don't know. All I know is that if I went into a shop and they told me, oh yeah, you have to fight past all of the rats. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that the merchant lady should be worried about the competition. If this is what you need to do to get the things in the shop. I mean, there's a good reason to actually go through all this effort. But still, kind of feels excessive. A little bit. Also, I hope this dungeon is short because I came in here because I remembered it being short, and if it's not, well then. This is gonna be a really long episode, and I'm gonna have to edit it really quickly, and it's gonna suck. But I don't think there's a boss for this one. So we have that going for us. Only one boss that just wrecked me. You're giving me the red arrows of this is progress. Okay, yes, we're here. Advertisement. Welcome, I am Ipa. So these are like, you can like chat with people, play rock, paper, scissors with them. Force rings here, they are kind of useful in cases. Here are some better explosives. We have the power ring. It's +4 strength. The star pendant, which is spell points +20. Which, do I want to get that? And Ace's ring. Ace's ring is actually really useful. Do you remember those blocks in Wazari's palace? That I was like, I don't know how you get these. The answer is you use the Ace's ring and the bomb and grenades. Before that we do that, though, I am going to go in here. I'm going to use that on the sword. And I'm going to sell some things. How much for, like, a death sword? 512? I'll take it. Half armor. Stone axe. Power tomahawk. Okay, she won't buy back her advertisement. So I'm looking over these and I'm thinking I'm gonna get the Ace's ring because it's useful, and we can come back here. I don't think we have to fight past so many people next time. I think I'm actually gonna pick up the star pendant. Yes, the like +4 strength would be really nice. The star pendant is the rough equivalent of like 10 levels worth of SP gain. So I'm just gonna grab that. Gonna replace that. Yeah, look at that. My SP is now appreciably higher. That's the SP you start at after a mage run, by the way. Like, it's up near that. Might be a little bit lower. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you, Ipa. Thank you. Now I'm gonna talk to the lady so that my normal shop starts working again. Yeah, it's like, hey. Yeah, I'll listen to you. I did that. Oh, what? You got an ad? It's no better than my shop. Haha! And I got the silver ring. Which, if I remember correctly, the silver ring is another, like, really nice offhand equip item. I think. Oh, yeah, that actually is pretty nice. Especially when we get... I mean, that would have been really nice before the graveyard, but I think there's going to be another undead-heavy level at some point. It might actually be the pirate ship. I have vague memories of the pirate ship having that ghost in it. But still, we've got nice goodies. I'm gonna go restock my stuff. It will be glorious. I can still only buy from the child. Why? Child, I do not want your candy. I want proper adult healing items. So I'm just gonna drop this stuff off here. We're gonna check to see if, hey, these are actually worth spending stuff on. The steel lance, just look at the girth on that spear. It's huge. It's also like just a raw upgrade in terms of damage on my... You know, I'm actually going to use that as a backup in case we run into things that take more damage from fire, and I'm going to buy that as my new primary weapon. Very fine. All of these are worse than my pre-existing equipment. Fantastic. That's exactly what I like to see. But yeah, no, we're actually getting to the point where we can start wearing metal armor. Like some kind of adult. Salad didn't have to wait this long to get to wear armor made out of actual metal. Come on now. Anyway, it's now soup snap time. And this was this week's episode of Shining Soul 2, the second one. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you next time. Later.